Welcome, everybody, to Generation Dan, the only podcast with mortgage and back pain and so much more than that. I feel like I can say that every week, right? I'm Atlas Novack. I'm your millennial. Who else is here with me?
I'm Dino, the genetic marvel, and that is an every week occasion. This is you know what, PSA to everybody: stretch every day. Just take 10 minutes to stretch every day. It's one of those things that will make life better in the long run. How are you today, sir? I'm Dino, the genetic marvel, by the way, everyone. Just so you're. And so you know.
Well, the reason I look like I'm in a sulfury white void in solitary confinement, this is my bedroom, and the reason I'm in here is because the office I normally record in is full of baby stuff because my wife and I are having a baby in October. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
What was that?
A gong.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like fanfare or something.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, it's a baby. That's Listen, it's very exciting. I'm very excited for you guys. You should catch up on your sleep now. Just make sure you're wake up in the middle of the night for no reason, do something for an hour, and then go back to sleep. Learn how to do that now while you can.
Like the cavemen did. That's
it's so not just cavemen. This was even into like
medieval times, right? You get up, you go back to sleep.
Like when people were conquering the West, they were doing that shit too. So the whole thing is that they would break their sleep up into 2 sessions, and the thing is, people used to go to sleep at when the sun went down. You went to sleep, then you would wake up for a few hours in the middle of the night. Then you would do other things in preparation for the day, and then go back to sleep. So, and that actually is helpful, especially like with baking. If you were going to make bread, you would set everything up, mix everything up, and then put it in a warm place for it to rise. So breakfast time, you're ready, throw the bread in, and you're good to go, right?
Katie used to be a baker, so I imagine that is what she would go to the bakery at like 3 a.m. to start doing the stuff. Which that's kind of awesome. Yeah.
It's a whole thing. Good morning, Jim.
We've known since January. And it's a boy, and I'm really excited. Yeah. This being a show about generations, it's no shock that of course the kid is going to come into the conversation. So comment section challenge for you. I want people to pitch fake names for my child, so that we can refer to them as something. Example, on the Daily Zeitgeist, which is another podcast, one of the hosts refers to his kid as the Geist Child. So obviously it's not the kid's name, but just unless a dinosaur hit you, would be a good caveman. Do you know?
Good caveman, it's fair. Listen, there's I love the idea of if you had a girl, call them Liz, short for lizard, or Meg, short for Megatron. Always great. Bluto, great name.
Yeah. I mean, again, we already have the real name. This is for on the show talking about my kid without giving me their identity name.
So I know people are weird about telling people names and stuff like that. Is it a unique name, or is it a common name? Is it what did you use to fuel your naming process?
Okay, I tried to fight for a mythology name, but I'm not carrying the baby, so that ultimately failed. But it's a very just normal ass name, very middle of the road.
That's fair.
Still trying to fight for a mythology middle name, but we're still fighting over that.
A middle name should add a lot of character.
Yeah.
And this is the thing is so I don't have a middle name, but
really?
My real name is I don't middle names I don't know are a big thing. only one of my brothers had a middle name.
Yeah, like some cultures just don't do middle names. Like I have a lot of Armenian students. A lot of them just don't have middle names.
Yeah, no, Greeks don't either. Middle name is more about lineage and stuff, and also that's a very so like in the Middle East, people will have like 7 names, and one will get subbed out if one of their ancestors was really famous. Everyone will carry that name because why not?
That's how my middle name works then, because that's the patriarch of my mom's side of the family. His middle name is my middle name.
So for Greeks we do congratulations map.
Map. I think that's what he's pitching for the
map.
Yeah, Bluto's my favorite so far.
So far, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so, I would name my firstborn son after my father. My secondborn son would be after my wife's father, and so on and so on. I think we did it backwards for my siblings because my oldest brother my grandfather on my mom's side had already passed away.
Oh.
So they were like, well, he's already passed.
You just kind of like have the same 2 to 4 names over and over as the generation?
No, not necessarily, because then there are other kids, like, because people do, hi, I am new.
Hooray. Welcome. Leave a like and subscribe if you like.
We're talking about throw us a potential boy's baby name that is out of controre.
Yes, because we need to refer to my future child by this name so as not to give away their identity.
I mean, Skeletor is a great name for babies.
I kind of like that, and that is kind of fitting for the show that we're on. Yeah.
I mean, Kenzie says Jacob. Jacob's a good name too. I think Jacob is it's a very strong name.
It is a strong name, but this is supposed to be kind of tongue in cheek a little bit. So
I would call him Hephaestus. That'd be funny.
You know what? What's funny is that a teacher friend of mine was trying to get me to do Hephaestus. I'm like, he was okay. He's the guy. He was the blacksmith of the gods, and they messed up his legs. I don't think I want to name my kid after that.
Okay.
They're like, yeah, but you can call him Heffy. No, not doing that.
Oh, I don't think Heffy's in. Listen, like we had a couple of weeks ago, only twice has anyone. So my real name is Constantine, and someone's like, oh, you could go by Connie, and I'm like, I will rip your tongue out of your face if you say that ever again. Because I'm like, absolutely not. That's nope. No, my cat's name is World Destroyer.
That's pretty funny. World Destroyer is pretty hilarious. Yeah.
World Destroyer.
One of my friends who listens to this show, you know who you are. He has 2 kids, and they're 1-syllable names. And I'm like, it's not the full, like how Jeff for Jeffrey, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
His kid's name isn't Jeff, but just like that kind of thing, where it's just Jeff, the 1 syllable. And he's like, everybody's name gets shortened to 1 syllable eventually. I'm just cutting out the middleman.
That's fair. Festus was a cool character on Gunsmoke. Hey, Festus, that's a good.
I actually watched Gunsmoke. I remember seeing TV Land, and they had all Gunsmoke and Bonanza and Leave It to Beaver. And,
my older brothers, they really liked Gunsmoke. That was a big deal when they were kids. Because we have a 10-year gap. It's a weird thing.
Generational shift.
It's very so and it's the funny thing is because my dad was the youngest of 9 too, right? So it's doubly so where we have this weird things. And on the name thing, so I have cousins who literally kept on having. So our family, don't know why, traditionally will have majority boys and then majority girls. The majority boys just happens generationally. Don't know why. So my dad's siblings, we have a ton of guy siblings, very few female siblings. All of them that had kids mostly had girls. So they were named. So the one dad was Cristo, right? So they named all of their firstborn daughters Cristina. All of the firstborn daughters are Cristina. And then the mother. And then the other family. And then they kept on having kids until they had boys. So there are all of them. If you go Cristo at a family thing, 5 little boys go, huh? They're all a little bit different, but like it's a thing. So
I think that's happening now because my mom's family, there was only one boy out of 5.
Yeah.
And Katie's family, she's the only girl. It's mostly boys. Like so youngest of 3, she's a girl. And we're having a boy. I wonder if that's the thing, like unstoppable force meets immovable object. Technically, my chromosome is the one deciding if it's a boy or a girl, because you either leave the X or the Y chromosome. James Arness lived in Santa Barbara and was an avid surfer. Oh, from Gunsmoke. Okay. Yeah. So what's also interesting is at the very beginning of this year of 2026, we did an episode where it's like, Gen Beta is technically beginning, which means that I am parenting a kid 3 below me instead of 2, like customary. I am the end of the millennial generation, so that's the end of one, beginning of another. Like, okay, fair, but
my perspective is 3 generations is a lot of forgotten knowledge.
Yeah,
there's very good chance that you can set up your child to have secret passwords into all sorts of fun things. It's just no. So it's the idea is this is as generations go, we try and make things simpler for the next generation. Yeah. This is the fall of humanity. We make things easier, and because they're easier, then we don't have to make things harder. Now, when hard things run out of we run out of things that are hard to make easier, is the situation we're in right now. So they're like, why isn't it at my fingertips? Why can't I should be able to just have it right now? And it overwhelms. So you have 2 generations worth of hard knowledge to pass on instead of just soft knowledge. And that's experience and that's all that kind of stuff. So it's very valuable. And like little things like, hey, if you're doing something, don't have your hands in your pockets. And you're like, why? Okay, well, what if you fall? You got to take your hands. It's 2 options. So if you fall, catch yourself. Your hands are already in your pockets. If your hands are in your pockets, so one of the things. If you're in a job site, never have your hands in your pockets. Now, like if you're walking, don't have your hands in your pockets. Why? Like you can have your hands in pockets if you're just standing there, but having your hands in your pockets while you're doing something, you are asking for danger.
Interesting.
I love watching fails of people falling because they have their hands in their pockets.
And like. Right. You know, we've said on this show pretty much since it's begun that like all generations are a spectrum. Like that's not to say that like Gen Beta, whatever it is, because we don't even know what like they're defined by yet.
Yes.
You know, his siblings or his like cousins are way older than him, so it's probably going to push him into like alpha territory, where like the youngest of, or like the cousins that he's going to know the most are like 8 or like 9 and 11 years older than him, right? Like so, like it's gonna pull him into alpha territory.
Remember too, though, is they're gonna have technically an uncle and aunt that are around 15 years older than them. That's gonna be a connecting thing because you're your dad's kids, right? So it's like depending on how that relationship grows, but it's like, hey, I have an uncle that's close. Would you be me of uncles?
Yeah.
To your kids. That's It's like it's how it is for me.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be interesting. Also, I was thinking about this the other day. Next year in the fall is the first year of Gen Alpha kids coming into high school, and I was sitting there like to my other teacher friends who are have freshmen. I'm like, okay, this is what Gen Alpha is. And they're like, how do you know all this? I'm like, you don't want to know.
That's not the relevant information.
The relevant information is that you're going to keep hearing 6, 7 for a while longer. Like it's not going away.
I pulled up a website with all sorts of weird names. Aquila, Aphrodisia, Becher, it's Becher. Danger. Love that.
What for me?
Perhaps Lance Corporal Danger Fraser McIntosh appears among the medal cards for the British Army in the Second World War. These are just crazy names throughout 10 of the weirdest names in history. Garden Campbell Gordon Thompson was baptized 19 December 1863 in Edinburgh. Janadab, Janadab. Marmarice, I love it. Marmarice is a lot.
Marmarice.
Marmarice. It's Marmarice. It's
Mama Rice.
Yeah.
Mama of rice. Mama Rice.
Philanderer Tabret, a woman, appears in the 1911 census, age 43, living in West Ham, Essex. Her name was Philanderer. That's awesome.
Interesting.
And then, Adam Henry. That's a good name. Thankful.
Again, guys, already have the name picked out. This is a fake name.
We need weird shit names.
Yeah, weird names. So we.
I tried to look up. Unusual.
I don't know.
Baby names.
Baby Skeletor is making me laugh so hard.
I think Skeletor is. You can call him Hordak. You can. I just saw He-Man, so I'm all up in that business. But
I was a really skinny little kid, so if that turns out to be the same thing, little baby Skeletor, I don't know. We'll see how his physique is. I just know he has a huge head. Duh. So they're like, okay, 55th percentile and everything else except for his head. Head is 70th percentile.
Sorry. You're like, damn it.
Yeah,
fine. Here's some good. You might, maybe. So these are weird boy names. The weird girl names. Just so you know, the first few. There's Moon Unit,
Frank Zappa, right?
Sorry.
Moon Unit was Frank Zappa's daughter.
Frank Zappa, for his oldest daughter.
Yeah. Her
siblings include Dweezil and Diva Muffin.
Diva Muffin I've never heard of. Dweezil I've heard of.
Exodark Sidriel is Elon Musk and Grime is a child, maybe. Helzel Cyanide. Helly, but it's Shelly with a $sign as the S. Top tier. Marijuana. Portabella.
Portabella I could see being a thing in like some.
No, if anyone is named Portabella, go change it. I don't care what age you are, just go change it. You're the
mushroom farmer, I bet.
Felony spelled with a PH. That's great.
Oh my god.
Maybelline.
Do you remember? Again, I think we've also talked about this on the show before. All the people naming their kids Khaleesi when Game of Thrones was new. And then they didn't realize that by the end of the show they would ruin her character, so like it's not cool anymore. Which again, I'm not going to pretend that like I am unsullied when it comes to like weird names or whatever, or wanting a unique name. If you are going to name your character, Adam Henry's radio code for asshole, that's hilarious. If you're going to name your kid after a fictional character or something, make sure the canon of that fiction is done so you know what their character is going to be like, because people were naming their kids Khaleesi in season 2 of Game of Thrones. And by season 7, wow.
Yeah. That's going to be awkward. This is the thing, is that as soon as it happened, people are like, I'm going to call my daughter Khaleesi. I'm like, that story's not done. You can't do that.
Yeah. It's a title. It's a title. It's not a person's name. It's a title.
People aren't good. There are rules throughout the world for baby names. You know that, right?
There are what?
There are rules, like things you cannot name a child.
Yeah. Isn't there like a thing in Sweden where you have to like pick from a list? Like here's 50 or something.
And so to some degree, the idea of maintaining culture and stuff and language, I get it. But also like people are like, I wanted to name my child hashtag, and you're like, no, that's not a name. Like, I've heard some weird people. Somebody said their name was something weird the other day, and I was like, I need you to say that a few more times because I can't understand it. I'm like, where's the origin? Like, my thing is, I'm like, where's that from? That's not a name I've never heard. Please explain. And people are like, I don't know. And I'm like, it's your name, dickhead. Go by something simpler. And it was very frustrating. But
Katie made something clear to me that I think is a good thing to keep in mind when naming your child, which is like they're going to have to write it on like a piece of paper when they're in kindergarten, and you don't want to make that too hard for them. Like, and not in a like we're dumbing it down for the kids kind of way, but like you see what I'm getting, right?
There was an episode of You Can't Do That on Television.
Oh my God.
Where they talked about divorce. And all of the kids kept complaining because they're like, I only am just finished my name. He's like, it's been 45 minutes. They're like, my parents are divorced and remarried 3 times. I have 18 names to write down. And I got to keep the order right. And you're like, that's the funniest shit I've ever seen, right?
Yeah. Or like, when we're trying to like think of middle names and stuff, I do what I call the playground test, which is go outside and yell the first, middle, last name like they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Right. First, middle, get your ass over here. Like that tone. If that sounds good. Does that sound good? Yeah. Yeah.
There are a lot of different things. And like, even too, like, whatever you name your kid, someone will think of something.
Oh, of
course. You got to make it as hard as possible for your child's sake, right?
Yeah.
Listen,
there will be like
46 years running. It's not.
Yeah. Somebody came up with assless Novack in 2007, and someone will do that for someone else.
Listen, you don't even have this. Assless Novack is gold. There's zero fat on that joke. But the thing is, somebody could walk up, hey, what's up, fatless? And your day is ruined. That is just, and that's just one of those things, right?
Someone tried that and it didn't work because the friends kind of undermined him a little bit. Or like, hey, what's up, fatless? Like you're implying that he's skinny. And then he's like, wait a second. And then it like threw off the rhythm of it. It kind of defeated itself. But like initials is another thing that I worry about. Like if the first, middle, last name spells something stupid, I don't think it's going to be as commonly seen. Like you're not going to, as you might think, but it's something I worry about.
The Kardashians need to think of different middle names.
Yes, they do.
Every time. That's it. That's just one of those things.
Or like my half sister, her initial starts, or her first name starts with an M, and they originally wanted the middle name to start with an A. And I was like, that would make her initials, man, change it. And they were like, that's not going to matter. I'm like, fucking change it.
Yeah.
I am 16 years old at the time.
Yeah.
I know what kids are like. Change it. And they changed it. So all good.
Yeah.
If it was a boy, I'm sure that would be cool. But,
Yeah. Yeah. It's not, listen, this is the thing is, because parents only think of their children with love, especially when they're still in the oven, right?
Yeah, when they're still an idea, right? They're not here yet.
Yeah. Their biggest sin right now is having to go get, forcing their dad to go buy pickles and ice cream in the middle of the night. That's it. That's their big sin right now, which, let's be honest, those are delicious. So I might be pregnant. But like it's one of those things where you're like, yeah, you need to just you gotta think the opposite of love to make sure that things are gonna be okay. Because I'm looking at weird names. One of them is Dijon, and I'll be honest with you,
the mustard. I like the mustard as a food.
Who doesn't? Yeah. Hey, if people don't like mustard, that's a them problem.
I like other types of mustard more than I like just yellow mustard. Like I like Dijon or honey or spicy mustard more than regular mustard.
Yeah. Your Majesty. Not to be outdone by Brother Michael in the baby namesakes, Jermaine Jackson invented his own majestic version of his own name for his son with Alejandra Genevieve, which is Your Majesty, which is awesome. Your Majesty, top team 9.
I don't know.
Top tier name.
I think something that implies regality or something. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way because it's like, that kid will have shit in his pants and like,
listen,
mud on his face and that kind of thing. And that's not regal. Actually, that's very regal. What am I saying?
Are you? Hey, he's gonna get his ass wiped by other people. There are some people who will be like, "Oh, let me change him for you." Right? Yeah. What is more majestic than that? Than getting their turn to wipe the royal tuchus? Okay, it's just, let's be honest.
Yeah,
it's pretty royal.
I'm trying to think of my kid who is, in the oven still, and
yes,
like they will be an adult person at some point, and like it's very hard to conceptualize. In the future.
Well, so this is the thing too, is, and I think this is a risk for every parent, is you have an idea of what you want for your child and stuff, and some people go so far as to try and come to life with a better plan for their child, but it's really just them trying to relive their own glory. Honey mustard implies sweet and a bit of trouble too. I mean, 100%. Listen, it could stain your clothes, but also honey.
Yeah,
come on, it's not a bad thing. It's a weird thing for any parent, I'm sure.
Most of the things that I did in my life, I don't think I want my kid doing.
Well, so here's the thing though, is then all of the decisions and interactions and experiences you had got you to where you are today.
Right.
So could you, don't give a fuck, he's here. What's up? Hey, we just I was about to say we just came out, but no, we just announced that Atlas is having a baby.
You got it.
So we're trying to figure out we found out it's a boy, most likely human, 50-50. It's fine. But we need weird baby names. So far, Skeletor is the running.
It is the winner so far. And for people who are like, why Skeletor? It's because I don't want to give the identity of my child away. So like you have like a stupid name when I refer to them. I think Skeletor's great. We just came out. I got worried.
Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday to you. You went, I know. It's my brain wasn't braining at the moment, which is happening a lot lately, but I'm having a great time of it, so that's okay.
I think the thing that like made me who I am is the fact that my parents were so like either at each other's throats or actively ignoring each other for most of my life, and I don't plan to do that. And also because I'm a different generation parenting, kids, they're just gonna come out differently, like
100%. They always do.
Or like you see the articles where it's like millennial dads have changed more diapers than the boomers ever did. I forget what the like articles are, but you already see that. And like that's the plan. Nice you two came out on Pride Month. Fuck you, Jim.
Nice you two came. I mean, hey Alice, can I say something?
You're the comment section, guys.
So we're picking specifically fictitious baby names. That is the key. They've already made their decision.
Would probably be the better way to describe
for the private naming of his heir. Mm-hmm. It's fine. But like that's the. So here's the real question, because having that experience, so what are your, I guess, boundaries for things you there you go. Can't you please try to let your kids be iPad kids? That's such a late. It's not.
Listen, ID Gaff, I teach those iPad kids, and I know they're iPad kids because this is like the tail end of Gen Z, which means the Gen X parents who are like, I don't want a parent. Here's an iPad, or more accurately, it's an iPad. Finally, I can get some peace and quiet. I don't think there was like any malice associated with it, but we know the effects of it now. And I do it as part of my job every day. So not on your life, my good friend. It's not personal. I know it's not personal.
No.
Yeah, we already found on our Roku, they have like just running TV channels with commercials.
Yeah.
And not in a like I want to show my kids ads, but in a like I want to teach them patience kind of way. or they just have like 90s PBS and 90s Disney and stuff like that. That's what we're showing our kid, I think.
It's so this is the thing is like, we were talking, Victoria and I were talking about this because we went and saw He-Man last week and it was awesome and I loved it. And I built Castle Grayskull and I loved it. And if you go back and watch cartoons from when you're a kid, you'll go, oh, I think I might have had some problems with it as a kid because they are not very intelligent. Now, the thing is, when you just convert it, you're like, yeah, that's just Blue's Clues with shittier drawing. Like, it's just He-Man with shittier drawings. That's Blue's Clues. There you go. It's about, there's a moral of story. This thing happened. Everybody's good. Don't be a bad person. You know, yeah. I just feel like it's lazy parenting. Personally, my sister does it, and it kills me that they're low key crybabies. So that's the thing is, this is, I think, the most important thing that is key to parenting, because you will screw up. I think that's,
of course,
having the idea that you're not going to screw up is insane, right? Because you can have multiple kids and one out of nowhere, boom, screws up. You're going, shit just happens. It's not you do, but
I always think of the Patton Oswalt bit where he's like, they're screwing everything up. I'm screwing everything up. I'm sure I'll find out in 10 years, but I'm reading the latest books and I'm sure they're all wrong. And that gives me comfort, I think.
Yeah. That's look, it's, I think one of the most important things is treating your children like adults, but like having them understand. It's his first. It's his first human child so far.
Human child? You say that. Pumpkin is under the blankets next to me. She's our dog child.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying treat them like adults?
Yeah. It's treat them like adults in that let them have opinions. Let them and understand they're allowed to have opinions. They're allowed to suffer the consequence of opinions, but that means that there's a hierarchy to our household, to the universe, and that will continue regardless of your feelings, opinions, and everything. And that's why your life is constantly like that. But that's like, having an opinion as a child will be your nightmare. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Because you have an opinionated child and you're like, just shut the fuck up, you're a child. Right. Yeah. But in the long run, you're teaching them to not be silent, which is huge. Yeah. Atlas has very mask energy. There you go. Good for you.
Thank you.
He'll do great, Les. Absolutely. You can ask whatever you want.
They, like, I remember being a kid and asking, why are certain things the way they are?
Yep.
Out of frustration, like, why am I learning this in school? And I really wouldn't get a good answer. It was always like, because I said so. And I understand that, like, probably out of frustration, fair enough. But at least with my students, I try and, like, give them something of an answer. And that usually helps a lot. Why are we learning this? Well, I know it just seems like a book about a guy who, kills the king and then becomes the king. And then the reason we're doing that is to learn to read between the lines and understand, like, what's being implied, because you're not going to necessarily be doing it with Shakespeare as an adult, but you will be doing it with, like, your boss's emails of like knowing what certain things mean, even though they're not explicitly saying it. How do we handle talking back in 2026? I'm sure, considering that this child is my wife's child also, they're going to be very mouthy. I'm sorry. I have a very quippy, like, whip smart wife. So I'm not sure yet. Definitely not spanking. I'm not going to be that kind of person. I don't think I have it in me. But
so the day hasn't set on that, my friend. So there's two things to remember is that, and this is how I have learned to express my dissatisfaction with someone's interaction with me, and it is very, very, very difficult. I will say, oh, is that how you want to communicate to me? Like, just, hey, is that really how you wanted to communicate things? And even like, hey, that's a weird way to apologize. You want to give it another try? And that's teaching people to, at every age, to be accountable in their actions And at the same time, they're a child. So no, you don't have to spank them, but you can pick them up and put them in a high place, and they're stuck there. Also an option, right? However, if they learn parkour, also you may have created a monster. It's a tough one. It's and also you should never beat your child, but every child needs a kick in the ass every once in a while. That's just science. Sorry, it's just hit the gym, bros. I'm doing my best, bro. Hello. Oh, Trey. Oh, no, Trey's just gonna get blocked. Sorry, Trey. Go fuck yourself. Bye.
I know.
Hi, Victoria.
Yeah. So I know one thing that I'm gonna teach my kid early is like how to get around the city they live in without a car. Which was not what?
They're children.
Yes.
And you live in Los Angeles.
Yes.
So yes, but you have to teach them more about
self-defense,
environmental awareness. Well, no, environmental awareness, right? Signs that something's not going okay. The things like that, because remember, they're a child, right? So, hey, you shouldn't. There we go. Well, Dino, as a woman, I believe that a weak father creates promiscuous daughters, and narcissistic mother creates insecure sons. Yeah, like listen, there's a lot of science that backs that up, right? And this the thing is, who is it? Fucking Dwight Schrute in The Office. He just said, he goes, you can do everything right and still be wrong. That's just you have failures in life, right? And as much as I think everyone misrepresents their experience as a parent or what they did as a parent, all of those things are factors, and will remember things differently. And the best thing you can do, because remember, there's two opinions and then the truth somewhere in the middle, right? You have to
them too much if they're growing up in LA. Pretty much, like I don't mean here's a tap card, good luck. I mean like take them with me on the train and the bus, and teach them to like keep your head on a swivel and what to do if you get lost, and if you get lost, talk to a mom with a stroller. Like that's
you should also start. Maybe you should take up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Atlas, to defend your family in cases of emergency. No, don't. Capoeira does not protect anyone, including the person who practices capoeira. Okay,
I mean, thing. The reason that it exists
think of boxing,
cool, but
it's ridiculous, and the idea of dance fighting is stupid. Okay? That's ridiculous.
The reason that capoeira exists is because Brazil is the country that had slavery the longest, like institutionally, and capoeira was slaves learning to protect themselves, and then to their masters being like, "Look, it's just a dance. That's it. That's the reason it exists," which is cool. That's like awesome.
Hey. My people were enslaved for 450 years. And you know what? With farm tools, they took their country back. Don't tell me we had to deceive our bosses by dance fight. Lies. It's all lies, Atlas. The whole thing is lies. Back in the 60s, my sister and I took the bus all around LA. Listen.
The goal is when they're a teenager and they're like, I want to go somewhere, they don't have to be like, can I have a wide? Like they can, to an extent, get themselves to where they need to be going, and like to teach them independence. That's the idea.
I have a question.
Sit by the bus driver. Yeah.
Seat by the bus. Oh, absolutely. Hey, be a nerd. It's safer. Dino, I apologize for moving you, but let's just say it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Hey, listen, it's Sunday. You live your life. You're good. Don't worry. I welcome your involvement, and I've missed you. I've been going live making Lego. Just so everyone can see, I did this week, which is the Dark Falcon, and it's awesome.
Awesome.
So it is. I like. There's a certain amount of. Do you have anyone in mind as their listen? If things go in their teens, they need this number. Okay, is hey, if you don't want to call me, you can call me. If you don't want to call me, I understand. But you need to have someone to call that won't ask any questions. Do you have a family member in mind for that, or close personal friend that isn't a piece of shit?
We have multiple of that.
Nice.
We like painstakingly spent a long time building up this village. We have Katie's brother and his family with his wife and his kids. We have my sister and her husband. We have Katie's parents. We have my mom and kind of sort of my dad. That's with an asterisk because Parkinson's. And maybe Maddie and Scott. Maddie and Scott are my younger siblings, but like I don't really know what's going on with them. So
not now, but eventually,
people, right?
When your kid's a teenager, they would be primed to be lookout because they'll still be able to go to clubs where your kids will go. That's sick. I miss you too. Also, if you want, she is very good. Thank you. No, she is just a friend. She is not my girlfriend. I have a wife. She also has a husband. We are just friends in comedy. Atlas, when is the due date? Great question.
October 7th is the due date.
Oh, Katie's gonna have a great end. So this is the thing: that was the last few months.
Libra, I think. I'm not sure on the astrology thing.
You don't need that information. That's not important. Okay. What you need though is you have to find her man's comfortable shoes. I would go with a Rockport, and because it's got a lot of cushion on the bottom and they're very wide shoes. Your wife will be very happy
because also feet swell up. Yeah,
her feet would swell, and also look. Those last, if the due date is in October, August, she should be okay, but September, she is going to be thankful that it is less heat going around.
Rockport,
because
you said,
Rockport shoes, they're old man dress shoes is what Rockports are. Okay, they are fancy, but they'll be wider, just by design, and they have technology in the sole, so it's extra cushiony.
Built
so
to
like
stretch.
why dress? Men who have love those shoes.
But why dress shoes?
Oh no, it doesn't have. No, it's just that they have other shoes.
They're just
Rockport is the manufacturer. Yeah, so you can go with a few others, but like it's wintertime, so you want something that's going to be closed up, and also Rockports are designed to not look like shit most of the time. But don't give a fuck says Atlas. I'm secondhand excited for you. Do you guys believe in horoscopes? Be honest.
I don't. No, it's because I work at a school where it's mostly women. Right? It's teaching is a majority woman profession. When's the due date? October 7th. Oh, Libra baby. I have no idea what that means.
Do you? I don't. So I believe in them because I know they exist. Their significance, I don't think is relevant. I think it's more so. I think it would be more in tune with the seasons that you were conceived and or hatched versus the stars. Mm-hmm. I think that is more relevant because I think that is a feed into the type of person you have. Like I was born in August. They're like, that's a Leo. Sure, okay. It's also the hottest month in the year everywhere. Fucking yeah. So
yeah,
I'm a little fiery. So Crocs. Okay, so this is the thing. Crocs are extremely comfortable and also one of the worst things in the universe. However, inside the house, going in the garden, they're a great purchase because they are wide, comfy, plastic, beautiful. As soon as you leave the house, though, my understanding through horrible experiences has always been that a woman, even if she's comfortable as a pregnant person, is basically a Molotov cocktail that is hanging out with matches and will explode if you say anything. So if you give her comfortable shoes and then one person, because let's be honest, it'll be a woman, they're the worst, or a very stupid man, also fair, will say, oh, you went with Crocs, eh? Those must be comfortable. And that pregnant person may go to jail for murder at that point. So you don't want to create a scenario where pregnant lady murder is not great.
Okay.
It's not a great thing. That's my personal opinion. But if you're Canadian, you're always fair. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And may order weird shit like pickles. Yeah. Oh, 100%. That's anything weird yet? That's a good question.
The first pregnancy craving she had was like those waffle sandwiches from 7-Eleven. or it's like sausage, egg, cheese between two waffles. So before we knew the sex of the baby, I was calling them waffles because it's like a gender neutral name. So
also fair.
Yeah. What's so funny is that like we were trying for over 2 years and we kind of gave up and got Pumpkin, who's right next to me and is sleeping in her weird cocoon, and kind of gave up, and then it happened.
Yeah,
you hit the ground and then your parachute opens or something.
I think a lot of people don't realize how stress can really mess with you. Atlas, are you? No, he's born and raised in L.A.
Yep,
with all the prostitutes in his neighborhood. It's great. Sorry. Entertainers.
I think the funniest part is that like you don't have to keep wearing the Dodgers hat. It was only for an episode. He just keeps wearing the Dodgers hat for some reason.
Nice hat.
We had a bet during the World Series because it was the Blue Jays and the Dodgers that whoever lost had to wear the other team's hat.
Yeah.
For an episode, and he just keeps doing it, so it's fine.
I'll tell you why. Number one, I lost. That's fair and square, right? I will take my loss like a man. Now, as a man means that I will take it begrudgingly, but on my chin. So that's why it has a nice Canadian flag right here. But also, too, I am cheap as a man. So this hat cost me like $60 American. No, it's $40 American. And I'm like, now this is my podcasting hat because I don't give a shit. It's a nice hat. I like it. It's a good color, and it's a good story. So it's fine.
I should just get a beanie with a Canada leaf on it, maple leaf.
I can send you. I can. Oh, do it. You know what? Let me see if I can get 3. So you have mom, dad, and baby. Do one of those.
That would be cute.
Dino's the most base Canadian now. Thanks. I appreciate that. That's why we go. It is why we go. Alice, I'm also from California, but I'm from the Bay.
Okay. I have a lot of respect for the Bay Area because I feel like I wasn't meant to be from here. I like the cold and rain and stuff like that, but it also might be a grass is greener thing. But I get my seasonal depression around this time of year where it's like so horribly hot and everyone's like, the beach. And I'm like, fuck all of you. I want to stay inside with the air conditioning.
That's another thing too, is you know what you should start trying to do, Atlas, is that there's that plan we talked about. It was probably maybe a year ago, was like, so doing one thing a week or one thing every 2 weeks, taking one weekend off per month, taking like a week every, or like a weekend per quarter, and then 1 week of vacation, like some event. Doing that, and like you can plan those out from now. You can get ahead of the game with this. You could be the dad that is got his shit together. It's a good idea. Dino, the Dodgers are starting to complain. Big surprise. Come on.
We complain about everything.
Hold on. I hate the heat, but all my favorite places are hot as fuck. Florida, Texas. Yeah, that's
my favorite places to visit are all cold. Like I'm going to visit my friend in Eugene, and like even in the summer, it's not very hot. Like going to visit New York in the winter, like I love the cold. I got to do stand up in Cleveland, almost with Dino, who didn't come because something about your passport.
No, that's because they wouldn't let me through because I was unvaccinated.
At what it was. I think the funniest part was I got a headliner spot because you weren't there. They were like, he's not here. Everybody move up one, because I was the feature, and it's like, okay, 45 minutes. I was like, fuck yeah, I got to do 45 minutes.
See, this is the thing, is like I don't mind the heat, and I mind the heat less and less as I lose more fat.
Yeah.
So I prefer cold weather. Like this is the weird thing, is this is the first time in my life over the last few years where I started to dislike the cold. I've always liked the cold because I'm like, the hotter it gets, you can only take off so much clothing before somebody calls the police. Whereas in the wintertime, I can just keep on adding. And my wife, so kindly, the last few years has been teaching me about a thing called layering. So as a 550-pound man, my prerogative was just be covered and God willing sealed in there. As that's progressed, now it's like, I have different textures and materials and all sorts of weird things. It's not offensive. what I would love is to live in perpetual fall. That's what I would like. That would just fall time everywhere. Atlas, is your hair red or brown?
It's brown. There's a little red in the beard, but
yeah,
it's brown.
You see the red in the beard and you just assume it's all red. That's what I do. And
I'm not like John D. Ruddy red, who has been
John D. Ruddy is clear.
John D. Ruddy is like flame Irish red. And if you don't know who he is, it's the Manny Man Does History guy on YouTube.
Yeah. He visited me here when we went walking around, and I was like, I walked up, I'm like, do you got enough sunscreen? He's like, I may not. And he looked like he just rubbed it all over him. he's so white. And I'm just like, yeah, right. He's like, yeah. This is the thing is the last little bit we've had a lot of sun. So I'm walking around with my hat off and everything. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you're getting really tan. I'm like, I know, I'm Greek. This is what I do. The problem is if I take my shirt off, it's going to look like you lit the beacons from Minas Tirith. Like it's just blazing white.
So I learned a fun fact about Greece today. The reason that like in the Greek Isles, all the buildings are white is not just to reflect the sunlight to keep you guys cool. In the 30s, there was a cholera outbreak, and all the governments were like, "Hey, do this like water lime mixture as like an antimicrobial agent." It was cool.
It's on everything. Yeah.
I didn't mention this. They moved all of the people in the building I was in to like the front of the school for next year. And I'm going to miss my brass doorknob because these were like old buildings from the 60s and the brass is like self-disinfecting. I didn't get sick this year, and that's why I didn't get sick. And I guarantee I'm going to get sick this year.
You need a brass doorknob as a paperweight on your desk.
Good idea.
Because then it's, hey, everyone else can be fucked. You got the brass doorknob.
No. But like the problem is the brass doorknob, like then you don't touch the doorknob, touch your face. Like if I have it as a paperweight, it's not going to do anything.
No. But it's your secret. And you just every time you walk through the door, just rub that. Hey, it will. It's better than nothing. Or even you can get put a request in, see if you can get the doorknob changed or something, or kick it. Hey, break it and get a new one. See if they give you a stainless steel one.
The old building, the doorknob wasn't the locking mechanism; it was a deadbolt, and in the new building, the lock is in the handle. So that's not doable. What color is your wife's?
Oh yeah,
bless you, pumpkin. What color is your wife's hair? Also brown. So we're pretty sure what color.
Yeah.
Like even when we were like little, both of us, we had like bright blonde hair that got darker. So that's probably gonna happen.
That's fair. What they're white because they like tzatziki sauce. I mean,
it's good sauce.
Have you had it? It's delicious.
Yeah.
Anyone who doesn't like it, they're the problem. Okay. That's just trust the science. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm very excited for you. It's also you got to make some choices. There's going to be things that you're going to have to cut out of your life and everything, at least temporarily, or even like if we start doing this every couple of weeks, that's okay too. Whatever you need in the beginning, don't hesitate, because those are important things, right? Spending time with your new child kind of takes precedent over things.
Yeah. I don't know what will happen to the show. I don't want to end it, so we might have like a reduced schedule or something.
Yeah, I just did a fucking 3-year hiatus with Crystal. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal, right?
Wait, started it or ended it?
Well, we ended it. Yeah, so it was like 3 years in between, right? Because you're like, hey, life happens, right? It's fine. It's not being it. I tried it with a mutton gyro, and it was delicious. We need to do more. I think there's.
I know he mispronounces it on purpose, but
I do. Yeah. It's very. I will mispronounce it to Greek people, and they just give me this look, and I'm like, I'm getting you. Then they're like, yeah, you're the best. Do you know that? I'm like,
I like to do something similar, not with like mispronouncing something, but when people like, especially students, where you have the kids who clearly listen to Joe Rogan or something, and they go, "Mister, how tall are you?" And I go, "I'm 5'9", and then watch everybody panic. For context, I'm 6'1", so the students who are shorter than me, like you see their eyes go like,
yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
that's I just started not caring. Like, so people were like, "How tall are you?" I'm like,
Huge.
"Tall."
Doesn't matter.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, how tall?" I'm like, "Tall, taller than you." I don't know, whatever. And because it's just yeah, I am a fan of that whole I'm 5'9" and watch people go.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
What's interesting is that for countries with the metric system, the measure for tall is what, 2 meters?
No.
What is it?
Tall, it's like 175, I think. Not even.
175. Okay, because
175 centimeters, yeah.
175 centimeters. Because for tall in the US is 6 feet. But for metric countries, it's a little shorter in terms of the actual amount of length, but because it's a round number. They want the round number. Even though it's a little less. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's 100. So a man is generally considered tall, starting at 185 centimeters, which is 6'1", and a woman is considered tall at 170 centimeters, which is 5'7".
Yeah.
So yeah, 185.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so tall.
Yeah.
Because I'm 188.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if because I'm tall, Katie's short. Is our kid going to be a short king? I don't know. For both sides of my family, both sides were tall. My dad was almost the tallest in his family. My mom was the shortest, and she was 5'5". Everyone else was 5'8" or above. So my sister's 5'7", I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
And
there's a good. Hey, you have a 50-50 shot at getting something. I like when people say tortillas. Yeah. Listen, yeah. Language is funny. Enjoy the first few years of your life. Yeah, 100%. You have to. Hey, you got to max above all else is be profitable for your family, be present for your child, and keep your relationship alive. 3 things. Everything else doesn't matter. I'm fine too. I don't know what that is. It's 157.48. I googled it.
I think it is important because you're your child's first teacher to teach what good friendship is.
Yes.
Not go somewhere without your kid. I mean, invite your friend over. And,
yes.
It's something. And especially as they're learning to make friends in preschool, kindergarten, that sort of thing.
Remember too, the first 6 months is an experience, right? But after that, you want to start setting up systems and processes, right? Having cleaning time, having chore time, having those little things that in the long run, Saturday, Sundays, we have dinner at home, or we do a family, those kind of things are really, really important. And to discuss them now, because then you're oh, this is what we do. Because remember, think about it this way. Every family that has weekly activities and traditions is a family that has a better chance at staying unified, right? Because let's be honest, it's a fucking nightmare out there.
Mm-hmm. I love this. I have an important question. Why do they teach European Spanish in schools when nobody talks like that in real life? I mean, they do in Spain. They should teach Mexican Spanish. In California, yeah, you're probably right. But because a lot of these curricula are written by people, stuffy people in a huge building somewhere, they think it whites. It basically boils down to white supremacy again. That's like them teaching European French in Quebec instead of Quebec. Do they do that? Or how does that work in Quebec?
So I'll be honest with you, unless you're in French immersion, you don't really speak French, but also Quebecois is
not that.
I believe we in school were taught French, but also we were entertained with Quebecois cartoons and stuff. Mm-hmm. So little things like that where you're so you got kind of their slang for stuff, but I don't know French enough to conjugate the verb. I'm
no,
I could kill everyone in this room. I don't have to conjugate shit. It's just
I took 2 years of French in college and I've lost pretty much all of it and I feel awful. I'm sorry, Professor Truby. You were so good.
You're better off for it.
I wanted to take Spanish. This was in, Southern California, but because it's Southern California, they fill up like that. So I had to pick something else.
But that's the thing. Is like, why do you guys learn like Spanish from like Spain in school? Because that's horrible. The number one, that's horrible. Hey, that's Quebec law type fucking French.
In high school, I took Latin because I went to a hippy dippy.
Yeah.
And then when you get to high school, you can pick, right? Like because you have the base of right.
Yeah.
And I just stayed with Latin because I was like, it's kind of cool. Admittedly, yes, dead language, but it came in handy just in my everyday life. Like learning where all the words come, so helpful.
Medicine, language, a million different things. Your female friend speaks French. She speaks some French. I'm not sure she would be conversational. I'm not sure she would be fluent yet, but she's trying. So
that's still pretty cool.
Anyways, well, congratulations, sir. We are all here to support you in any way we possibly can.
Thank you. And remember, comment section, hypothetical joke baby names in the comments. Skeletor is the front runner right now, but it doesn't have to stay that way.
Oh, what if Arabic alphabet was the lingua franca instead of the Latin? Oh, Jesus Christ! I know. Don't give a fuck. Don't. Why would you do that to my life? That's it.
I have a baby name. I like how this particular person asked permission. Very polite, but you can just do it. Like,
yeah.
I try before we finish.
I appreciate the formality of everything, but please, give us what that baby name is. I want to know. Skeletor right now.
Yeah. While they're doing that, you can follow the show at Generation Dan wherever fine social medias are found. Check out me at Atlas Novack wherever those other social medias are found. I don't know what's going on with my TikTok. I made a backup. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not, or just wait or whatever. But my videos aren't getting pushed out on the For You page for some reason. But my comments are. So... ... Anywho, I also have a show Nexus at Night on YouTube every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific. And if you're in the Azusa area, which is like a little east of LA, on June 27th, we have the next Laugh and Sip show. Check out my social medias for posters for that. How about you, sir?
I'm building a ton of Lego. That's what I'm doing right now. We have Morning Motivational Rant is on Mondays, motherfucking Mondays also on Mondays. We have been doing movie time. We haven't done it the last couple weeks just because I have some visitors coming in that are going on. So, but lots of things going on. Like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Now I'm just waiting. You said it
has to be kind of crazy,
or crazy as you'd like.
Yeah, or like tongue in cheek. Just because it's funnier to refer to the child that way in a name that is very clearly not theirs.
Also true. Also true. Please share with us. But I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. We're planning on a tour in July, which is going to northern BC. So
nice.
Should be a fun time. El Chapo. I mean, that's coming. That's
okay. That's pretty fantastic. I might have to consider that one.
It's El Chapo and Skeletor, definitely top tier nicknames. I'll 100% agree with that.
All right.
That's what you need in your life. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Yeah. And we will...